Hello, and a bit of breaking news for you. It does look like, after a few meetings this week have failed to find a solution, that all road racing, short track racing and trials in Northern Ireland have been cancelled for 2023. This all seems to be down to something that we don't really talk about: the increased cost of public liability insurance. It is a bit boring, but there are very few companies now willing to insure these kind of events, and it already costs in excess of £100,000 to do so. But following the 6 deaths at the Isle of Man TT last year, this year that cost has jumped up to over £400,000, with an additional £300,000 excess for injury and £100,000 excess for bike damage. While this doesn't affect motocross, the list of cancelled events is huge and includes the Ulster Superbike Championship, Northwest 200, the Cookstown 100, Armagh Race of Legends, Ulster Grand Prix and the Sunflower Trophy at Bishop's Court, just to name a few. John Dillon, the chairman of the Motorcycle Union in Ireland, said that costs were unsustainable, but they are doing everything they can to find alternative arrangements. Until a solution presents itself, there will be no racing in Ireland this year. On BBC Radio Ulster this morning, Philip McCallan called for spectators to be charged to cover the costs, saying, "You don't go to Windsor Park and get in for nothing, so you shouldn't have free spectating at the Northwest 200, for example. It's about how we get that money from people into the organisation." You'd think that they could just search for additional sponsors to fill the funding gap, but this all follows a pretty shaky few years for racing in Ireland, and not just due to COVID. The amount of cancellations has made it harder to find sponsors. The Ulster Grand Prix hasn't gone ahead for 4 years now, and as recently as last year, winners of the 2019 event were still claiming not to have received their prize money. The 2022 Mid-Antrim 150 was cancelled following sabotage by people pouring diesel, broken glass and nails on the road and leaving dead rats on the finish line. So what do you think? Is charging spectators the option, new sponsorship or something else? Let us know in the comments below.